Oh, how's it sounding now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? How is the sound? Let me know by just putting something in the chat or tapping on your screen. Hearts. Let me know if the sound is working properly on Periscope. Can you hear me? Everything sounds good. Yes. All right. Good. So happy that we didn't have to do it 5 times. So welcome. Good evening. Thanks for joining. Um, Continuing on our journey today is day 35 already, and wanted to talk about today for those who are getting started with setting up your business or starting your grant writing business. I want to talk about setting up your business, whether that be sole proprietorship, partnership, incorporation, LLCs. I just want to talk through a few of those things. And if you were able to join us yesterday, we talked about who does the budget. So if you been a grant writer for a few years and you never had to draft or create a budget, someone always did that for you, after you had your discussions, and you never really, had to draft that. Just let me know how it feels to be God's favorite. That you've been fortunate enough not to have to do that, but they're not that bad. I just wanted to bring that to your attention that as a consultant, you may have to do some drafting and creating some budgets as you are the expert for the nonprofit that you're serving. So that's something just to think about. So check out that replay. We had a good conversation yesterday. And today I just wanted to talk about setting up your business. I've also often had people ask me just questions about just business setup and what that looks like. And of course, I'm not an attorney. So please seek legal advice and understand what your personal goals are. But I did want to share that, just break down some of the options that you have. So the first one is sole proprietorship. That is essentially you're the owner, you're the business. If you've made any exchange for goods or services that you've offered, you have a sole proprietorship. You're a sole proprietor. So any organization that has just exchanged a product, exchanged a service, and received payment for it, that's a sole proprietor. So the owner and the business are one and the same, and the advantage of that is just it's simple, easy to get started. You typically just set up something through your state to get started, and the disadvantage is that you are fully liable for any taxes, not just taxes, but any liabilities, personal and business, are all one and the same. So you just want to just keep that into consideration. But again, if you're just getting started, that could be a way to go. Um, the second one would be partnerships. So partnerships are typically, you'll see like your doctor's offices, attorney, lawyers. You'll see like McKessick and Smith or McKessick and Sons. So we partnered at an attorney or doctors. I worked at a doctor's office. It was Dr. Bell and Bell, a husband and wife. They were in partnership together in their business. And of course, that's one or more owners, and they divide the profits as well as divide the losses. So that's another option. And of course, the advantage of that is easy to form and operate. But the disadvantage is if there are any concerns, financial challenges, any debts, both are liable regardless of whose fault it was. So that's something to take into consideration as well. The third formation is incorporation, and the one that this is more of you think of like your Fortune 500s, you think of all of your companies on the New York Stock Exchange, your Target, your Apples, your Walmart companies, Amazon. These are all incorporations. They typically have shareholders. They have to hold annual business meetings. So those are some of the characteristics of an incorporation. They have employees, bank financing. They're considered state charter organizations owned by shareholders. So their duty is to their shareholders. And under the incorporation, you have your C status and S status, and those each have different responsibilities or concerns as far as IRS is concerned. That's those letters just simply mean the subchapter of the IRS code, the S and the C. So you can look into that to see if that's something that you'll be interested in. And one of the most popular ones, where my business, the way my business is set up, is a limited liability. I think the C stands for corporation or company, and um, that's where you're not a sole proprietor. You take away that personal risk and you reduce your personal liability. That's the advantage of setting up an LLC corporation. You have the tax advantages where you're taxed as far as your business is concerned and personal, so they're separate. And the disadvantage is not there's no stock available under that type of formation. So that's just something to think about. But there are a number of other characteristics of each of these business structures. So do check it out, understand what your own personal business goals are, and see which one is going to be the best fit for you. Do look into that, get something that you can see all laid out for you so you can check it out, review it with your attorney, and see what fits your business needs. So I wanted to share business structure, business setup as you are getting ready to start your grant writing business, or even if you've already started and you're ready to set it up. As far as your taxes are concerned, those are some business structures to think about. So hope this information was useful. Again, we're continuing on our journey. This is day 35 of starting your grant writing business while you're at your 9 to 5. Eliminate that risk um, by continuing your employment, staying at your 9 to 5 while you're starting your grant writing business on the side, and getting everything set up properly. Eliminate a lot of the hardships and things that I was just figuring it out as I was going along. I have made the mistakes, so you don't have to. So I'm helping you with tips, tools, and resources daily to help you get started. You can sign up on the get on the email list. My link is in my bio, junefirstfirm.com, and I've been sending out daily tips and resources and the replays to all of the topics that we discussed. So hopefully you'll be able to check that out. Tips, tools, and resources. Yes, you can get it all at junefirstfirm.com. Drop in your email right in there, and you'll be right on the email list to get all that information. So thanks so much again for joining. I hope this was good. Hope this was useful. I just try to break it down, make it simple, as easy as possible. But again, still talk to an attorney. Let me know if this is good for you. Just put yes in the chat or thumbs up. And we'll continue on our journey. If you have missed the other videos, or if you're just joining, we've talked about a number of topics, from business expenses to how to position yourself as an expert, how to leverage your journey, how to use LinkedIn as your pseudo website, what areas of LinkedIn to really focus on. We really talked about how to target your clients of your dreams, how to really get yourself out there to attract the clients that you want to work with. So we've talked about a number of different topics. We've really had some really good conversations. We even talked about business expenses on here as well to take into consideration. So I'll share out the topic for tomorrow. Again, for those who are on the email list, you can sign up at junefirstfirm.com, link in my bio, and I'll share out that topic. And we'll continue on to 50 days. We're on our way. Thanks so much for being here and joining and being live with me. Thanks for those who are watching the replay. And we'll talk tomorrow for day 36. See you then. Have a good night. Bye-bye.